All right, good afternoon, everybody. Frankie here with an update on what's going on with the coronavirus in the United States here. We've seen a significant decline in cases, and most of these cases, well, not most of them, 100% of them now are made up of the Omicron variant, and there's a subtype that's made up about 3.5% of that. There have been no detected Delta cases in the last week. So it shows you that these do take their course and they eventually run out of steam, especially the more people that get vaccinated and boosted. That's the best defense against this, to prevent from number one, getting infected, number 2 and 3 ending up in the hospital or even worse. So what I want to stress is a lot of states, a lot of areas are starting to want to lift mask mandates already. Now, what this has done in the past has just led to more virus variants and more problems, more people getting sick, and I do not agree with lifting a mask mandate right off the bat when we're just now getting out of these terrible numbers. We had over 1 million cases 3 weeks ago. Now we're down to 194,000. That's because people are wearing masks. People are following protocol for the most part. A lot more people are getting vaccinated. So we're starting to beat this thing, but you don't want to jump the gun on it. Just like many other times we have, and lifted these mask mandates and then seen the case numbers jump significantly. And then once the masks are worn for a while and more vaccines are distributed, the cases go back down, and we're seeing that significant decline. So that's good news. Good news. This is good news I'm reporting as far as COVID goes. And as much as I would like to report that we would see another stimulus check, because the virus is taking its course, unless we see another variant like Omicron or like Delta, something really, really bad, I do not think we're going to see any more stimulus checks. So don't bet on that. We'll have to see what happens in the future. We only have one more year left of the Democrats leading the House, the Senate, and the presidency, which makes a big difference because you can use reconciliation motion on stimulus. But now you have a couple of dinos in the House that just want to control everything, and especially Joe Manchin that just wants to completely kill stimulus, and he has succeeded in that. He's just hoping for the COVID numbers to get better to make it look like the economy's doing good, but it's a K-shaped recovery. Some people are doing great. Other people, a lot more people, are not doing so great. So, base that information off of what's going on with COVID and people who just struggle to make it through daily life, especially with inflation. And I wanted to give a degree of hope here. Everybody needs to keep in mind, there is $800 billion just sitting there from previous stimulus funds, not going anywhere. They're just sitting there. It's from the previous stimulus packages added up, and this is all just sitting there. Like I said, you can use probably half of that, about $450 billion, and send out a stimulus check to everybody that got the first, or rather the $1,400. If you got that last time, they could just use half of that to send out another one to everybody that they did last time. Just putting that in there. So while I don't currently think we're going to see a fourth stimulus check, it's not entirely off the table, because there are a range of economists and a range of senators, even a couple of Republicans that are for a new stimulus package. But we'll have to see the data that comes out in the next month, because some of these Republicans will probably back off now that COVID is getting better and it's starting to take its course. So let me know what you think in the comments here. We're running out of options to control COVID. That's why I think there just needs to be a couple more weeks of masking, and get your shots, get your vaccines. If you're due for your booster, make sure you get that. And this way, if you do end up with COVID, which is becoming decreasingly likely, if you do end up with it, you have a very small chance of ending up in the hospital or worse. So I just wanted to give that information out today. That's all I have for today. I don't have any further information on this. But like I said, COVID is going down. It's on the rapid decline, with only 194,000 cases just yesterday. All right, thanks for watching, everybody, and have a great afternoon.